John Cena preaches hustle, loyalty, and respect. He tells us to never give up, but it looks like that's exactly what Big Match John is going to do on the Big 5-0 as he plans to retire from the ring at the age of 50. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and it will be a sad day when John Cena retires for good, and sadly for us, that day could be coming a lot sooner than maybe we originally thought.
And just like his Thugonomic days, it will not be a good day in the hood, because when John calls it a day, it will be sad, right? I'm not going to deny that, but I think his star power appeals at the windy these days. I'm sorry, he hasn't won a match in like 6 years, and yes, it is fake. It's not real, damn it, but it's real to me. Big John ain't what he used to be, and I actually think these appearances that he's made ever since he's went Hollywood have not done him any favours.
Yeah, he's went Hollywood, he's came back, he's somehow got world title matches despite not winning a match in 6 years. Not sure how that happens, but Big Match John makes it happen. However, can we even call him Big Match John anymore? Because like you said, he doesn't win. Never mind winning the big matches, the guy can't even win a small match anymore. He can't win the little matches. I mean, maybe off-screen dark matches he can still pick up a victory or two, but in terms of televised matches now, it has been, I think, 2,000 days, over 2,000 days since John Cena pinned or submitted somebody, and that is way too
I think
long.
around SummerSlam a few years ago when he took on Reigns, he felt big, right? But he's lost the fairy at Mania these days. He came back there for like 3 months, and it just didn't feel big. It didn't, and I think it just goes to show you, WWE can butcher anyone. And Big Match John's another victim.
Yep, he has been butchered. So, Big Match John was on the Howard Stern show, and he said the following about retiring for the WWE. He said, quote, "I think I can make it to 50, but I don't think I can make it past 50. I think that at 50, if we don't plan another event, I just have to tweet, 'I'm out,' hashtag see ya." End of quote. However, it did not stop there. Howard Stern's co-host Robin Quivers expressed surprise at Cena's retirement remarks, and she says, quote, "You could do this for another 10 years. I don't think this is the end. You look great." End of quote. Cena, in response to this, shared a laugh and acknowledged the physical toll that wrestling takes, suggesting that it's not just about how one looks, but also how they feel afterwards. And I think that Cena's got a point here, right? Cena does look good. I think he looks a little bit older in terms of his like facial features and stuff like that, and he's not as jacked as he used to be, but he still has a good body. He still looks good. He's slowed down a little bit in the ring. I think from a physical standpoint, Cena absolutely looks believable. He doesn't look like an old man or anything like that. He looks like he could still kick ass. I've no doubt that Cena could still be the top man and still main event shows if they wanted him and if he needed to be in that position. But you've got to keep in mind that Cena did have a pretty long career. He was at the top for 15 years, and this guy literally, he didn't take days off. He was Mr. WWE. He was the WWE. This guy probably... Ric Flair talks about how he used to work 300 days a year. I mean, think how often Cena would not just wrestle, but do all these events, do all these Make-A-Wishes. This is a guy that legitimately never stopped, and he's had a lot of grueling matches. Majority of the times, he was in the main event, so this isn't a guy that was doing 5-10 minute matches. Cena, every time he wrestles, he was going long because he was the man. He was the main event. So, I mean, Cena's probably more banged up, and he's probably feeling the effects of the business more than other wrestlers would. I mean, you look at The Rock. Rock had 7 years, really, in WWE, and, I mean, some of that was part-time stuff. Cena literally did have a full-time schedule for well over a decade where he was the man, and he was doing this non-stop. So, I think it makes sense for Cena to be feeling it a little bit more than the average guy.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Big John, doesn't matter if you look big. I mean, look at Hogan when he came back in 2002. Looked epic. But it doesn't change the fact that he blows up after 5 minutes. The Rock, at age, 52, looks big, looks great, looks... The Rock looks as good, right now in 2024 as he's ever looked, I would say. But see, from like an actual athletic in-ring perspective, he will gas in 5 minutes. This is just someone who doesn't know the wrestling business and being naive. Does he look great for the movies? Absolutely. But wrestling is a wee bit more real than the fake-ass movies, brother. There's no stunt doubles in wrestling. I mean, if Cena has to go... It's like AJ Styles, right? Jacked. Randy Orton, jacked. But seem to have, like, the ideal wrestling physique to have, like, these long matches and be able to, like, wrestle consistently. I think you need to actually be a bit leaner.
Yeah, I don't think being jacked, I don't think being so physical like John Cena is, long term, that's going to wear down your body.
Yep. No, that's just the way wrestling is. I think
there's a reason why people like Shawn Michaels, I think, could perform closer to their peak, like when they were older, than guys that were jacked.
Yeah, I think you could argue the same with CM Punk. Maybe there's a reason he gets jacked, and as soon as he comes back, he's built like nothing. You look at Taker. Taker was never really jacked.
Flair.
Yeah, Flair. Jericho, right? I know Jericho is flabby now, but Jericho's never been massive. Christian doesn't know what massive is. Edge, never really been massive. These guys that have got longevity are not massive for me. I mean, you even look at like Austin, never really massive. It's not ideal to be massive, and Cena looks massive, but...
Holy fuck, you said massive like 6 times in a row there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like big fucking sweaty.
You're right, McMahon 2.0.
Look at McMahon.
He was massive as well.
Aye.
Massive.
When did he have his best matches?
When he was massive?
No, I wouldn't say when he was massive.
Well, when would you say he had it?
I'd probably say McMahon's best matches were probably... Not well, obviously...
Well, just shut up. Let's stop talking about McMahon before he comes Let's stop talking about McMahon before he comes and takes a massive dump.
Let's talk about the little men. I love the little men.
Alrighty, that sounded a bit gay, so let's take an AA for John Cena. Let's adjust our attitudes to a different topic, and let's talk about the fact that John Cena is a 16-time world champion, but can he become a 17-time world champion and beat Ric Flair's record? I always thought it was going to happen. I just believed it was a matter of time. However, we've got to the stage where it's almost been 10 years since John Cena was last a world champion, and I just do not see how John Cena at this point in his career breaks that record and becomes a 17-time world champion. He's talking about retiring soon, retiring at the age of 50. It wouldn't make sense for me if John Cena breaks the record either for his last match as a retirement or if he does it in his last year. Surely, if you want Cena to become the record 17-time world champion, you want him to have a bit of longevity after that. You want to run with the fact that he's the record holder. He's broken Ric Flair's record. It's like, you wouldn't let somebody break the Undertaker's streak if they were planning on retiring that year. It just wouldn't make any sense. You want them to do something massive so you can build them on the back of that for years to come. But I think Cena's getting to the point now where he is coming out and saying that he plans to be done before he is 50. So at this point, is there any real reason that John Cena will become a 17-time world champion? I don't see it happening. I always thought it would, but it's been so long since he became a 16-time world champion that I think Cena isn't going to do it.
I think there's more voices in my head telling me that Randy Orton's going to do it rather than Cena. I think Randy Orton will actually do it. There's a prediction.
He won't. He's too behind. You think Randy Orton's become...
he's too behind in a sport that's fake? Oh, come on, buddy. I mean, no, I think Randy Orton, right, has got more chance of doing it than Cena. I'm not saying Randy Orton will do it, but if I had to stick $1,000 on one of them doing it, it'd be Orton. It would be.
Even though Orton needs 3 and Cena only needs 1?
Yes, I would, honestly, yes. Truthfully. Big John. Massive star. I'll get my massive in there. But see Randy Orton, he's going to get a few more tattoos in there. Voices in my head are telling me that Randall Keith Orton's going to do it. I think Orton will have about another 7 years at the top of WWE. Cena's hit and miss. The only reason I think Cena might do it is the fact that Triple H has got some weird fetish with breaking records all of a sudden. That might be the only thing that saves Cena. But I think almost out of respect for Flair, he might not do it.
So it's a three-way title fight to get to number 17. I'm personally going to rule out Randy Orton. He hasn't had a world title in nearly 5 years. I don't see him winning another 3 before he retires. I mean, Ric Flair could be dead soon, so him getting another title shot, him getting another match is very unlikely, and it's never going to happen in WWE. So I'm putting my money on John Cena. If anyone's going to break it, I believe it will be John Cena, but I just don't think at this stage of his career he will get another world title. It just doesn't look likely. We'll see what happens. So if I was WWE, I would give him the 17-time world champ. I would put him ahead of Flair. John Cena was the company man. He put WWE on his back for 15 years, and he's a guy that doesn't really bring them any controversy. He's not like Ric Flair, who's got scandals and allegations coming out every other week. So for me, John Cena's the man. I think he's a guy that you can put the 17 world titles on and be proud of. So I would give John Cena the 17th title run. I'd like to see him come back. He said he's going to retire at 50. Could we get one full year of Cena wrestling to 49 to 50? I'd like to see it rather than him just come back and have random matches. If you're going to retire, why not go out on a high and go out giving us one good year of big match John? I'd like to see it. While we see it, we have to wait and see, guys. Till next time, we'll catch you later. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, peace.